Alright guys, so welcome back. Doing a little bit of a recruiting tutorial. I tried to do one earlier tonight. It got a little sideways on me because I started simming games and it just wasn't working out very well. And so, uh, ideally in this, you're going to be playing your games. Basically what it comes down to is you're really getting an emphasis on winning games. You're getting an emphasis on you're trying to spread out your red shirts, so that way you are adding depth and taking away from your needs every single year. And then at the same time, you're targeting higher prospects and better prospects. And you're not really going to have your board set until about week 3 or week 4. And you're going to be trying to get visits as quick as possible, so that way you can lock other teams out, get the cutoff set, and so yeah, it just leads to you being able to recruit a lot faster and a lot better. Um, it requires a lot of TLC though. So we're gonna kind of get into this a little bit. A lot of it has to do with your rating. So it's improving your playing style, your playing time. That's really the two big things that you're worried about, along with proximity to home. If you can get a combination of those two or all three in a recruit that's really, really good, that's going to help you out in your recruiting, as well as improving your coach stability, your coach prestige this year, and obviously just improving all of these basically. So by year 3 or 4, you're going to see a lot of these improve greatly, and it's just going to make recruiting a lot easier for you. So we're going to kind of go through that, and I'm just going to be making an episode probably just every chance I get. I'm probably going to make like 1 or 2, maybe 3. It just depends. But it's just going to be little installments of just recruiting. And it's very important also that you don't have any assistance in recruiting, because you want this all to be manual so that you can kind of not see your way towards what your ultimate goal is, which is being able to set your visits and stuff like that on your own. You don't want any assistance with that. It's not good stuff. So anyway, we're going in here and we're gonna start just gonna start doing our little thing here. So a lot of these guys, I know you're gonna be like, there's no way you're gonna get these guys, and you're probably right. But the thing is that we are working our way towards figuring out who we will and who we won't be able to recruit. It's just going to take a couple weeks before we can get there and do that. So that's kind of what this first video is going to be, is just us trying to work our way towards getting to that final board and having it set and ready, so that by the time we get to week 4, we're going to be starting to set some visits, hopefully, and trying to make sure that we've got our final board set. Everything's pretty much kind of all set up and good there, but it just takes, like I said, a little bit of time to do it. It's a little bit of a struggle to begin with, but once that you get it figured out, it really pays off dividends for you. So that was a 2.5-hour video I made earlier, and it was absolute garbage because it was really kind of got muffed up. So anyhow, so we're just going to try to redo this a little bit here and give it a little bit better shot. I can tell you the recruiting is going to be a little bit harder to get some interest this time, because of the way that it's just so random in the players that you're going to get in your recruiting board, and it is looking a little bit tougher than what it was it would have been perfect for that first video if I actually was playing all my games and stuff like that. But I wasn't. I simmed it all, and it was like we got to 1 in 10, and I was like, I can't do this. This isn't really like me doing what I normally do. So I just kind of scrapped it, and we're gonna go from here. So automatically, right now, I'm gonna tell you that's not a guy that we're gonna get, because we're going negative. We're gaining some ground on this guy. I'm willing to write it out a little bit. Same here. This guy, once we start playing, a lot of these are gonna change. So this guy, we're not losing points, so I'm not going to go anywhere with him. This guy, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna remove him off of here just for the sake of the video. This guy, look, are making a lot of good room on him. Not here. A little bit of positivity there. Lots of positivity there. Not gonna be able to get this guy. Not gonna be able to get that guy. Nope. This guy we could get. We're gonna see what his scouting looks like. Don't want him. This guy is nope. That's tough. I'm just gonna see what's out there right now. We've got a fair bit of points that are still available to distribute. I'm willing to risk it on that guy to see if we can get him in. This guy. Let me get another running back on the board. See what we can do there in a defensive tackle. Just to see what sticks, right? I mean, at this point, everything's worth checking out to me because, especially those guys that are low on the, lockout thing. I just want to. Fuck, I'd still go for this guy right here. And we'll just see who's better out of these two. Ooh. Both so slow. This guy's a quarterback though, and I'm already recruiting one, so I may as well go for the running back. Number 2 running back. Okay. Well, we'll sim it another week and see what we've got going on with it. So we haven't even played any games yet, so that's another key factor in all this too, is that once we start playing, it's going to change how this all looks. So we'll keep that in mind as well. Okay. Week 3 has arrived, and see what we can do here. I got 400 points left to distribute. And absolutely nothing on this guy just because, well, we just added him last week. And he's not really being recruited by anybody except for maybe Oklahoma. So we'll find out and see where some guys are at here. We're still moving up here, still moving up, still staying same. There's no way I'm catching that guy, so here's the move right here. Making a lot of really good moves right there. Good grief. Unfortunately, I don't believe this is going to be a guy for us. Same here. Okay, so there's that. And we're just going to move on to see what else we can get on here. too. Let's see if we can't get one of these guys here. Good shit. So we're gonna get these guys added on here and just make sure that we got, because this guy can stand without the 100. Yeah, that guy, he didn't have any points last week, so we'll give it a go. So I'm going to show you, because I've got this coaching thing pretty locked up here. Just trying to make sure that we get it all 100% for you guys, and show you kind of what we're doing and why we're doing it here. So first off, in the preseason, if you had this unlocked, you can discover 100% for 50 points what everybody's skill set is going to be. So that way you're walking into the season, you already have somewhat of an idea about who you're going to go after. Between these three right here, it's just maximizing the amount of points that you can have on each recruit every single week and how many points you can have every single week. Kind of goes hand in hand when you're trying to compete with bigger schools. It helps to have more points. And then this is obviously to maximize the amount of points you can get whenever you visit a guy. It's a big difference between getting a C+ on your first visit or a B- compared to like an A+ on every single visit that you have during the year, which really helps. And then of course you get your letter of intent, which is going to be the off season. Really helps to have that in the off season recruiting, because then you can maximize the points you can distribute to recruits in the off season to bring them home if you're having a guy that's struggling making a decision. The other part about this too is you don't want to get that locksmith. That way, especially in the first year when you're going after all these guys, it keeps you in it so that if you need to, you can get into the off-season recruit with those guys. For me, the pipelines is a little bit more important than the instant commit, because the instant commit you're not going to really see become a factor until you're a couple years down the line. So, and then of course, we just like to distribute these a little bit evenly, just to have a little bit of everything with your assistants, and boom, there you go. Coach XP goals. This is always a big part of getting those points and helping you get to your recruits and figure out, really, I guess, kind of what I'm trying to say is it really helps you get more clout with recruits. And then, of course, your target wins and stuff like that. When you exceed your goals, that sends a good message to recruits. They see that. It's important. I'm going to show you this as well. This is our 4-year trend. Right now, we're 103rd in the country, 110th next year, 109th the year after that, and 106th the year after that. By the time that we get to 2015, my goal is that 4 years out, we'll be number one every single time. And that's how you change the tide, is you have to recruit really well. And when you recruit really well, it reflects in this. And so if we can get this to reflect that, look at how bad this team is right now. Like, it's not good. It's pretty pathetic, if you ask me, honestly, really, if we're being serious. We have the ability to make this team a lot better pretty fast, and I think you guys will see that be reflected after this first recruiting class. We're going to keep coming back to this every single episode. We're going to look to see where we're at. So, It's going to be a little bit of a struggle to begin with, but we'll be fine. So, let's see. We're going to do one more thing of recruiting, and then we're going to call it a night. So, what was it? Well, we got our pipeline states. Obviously, Texas is the only pipeline that we have right now. It's not good. So, we're going to be looking to get California, Florida. We want to see about getting like Georgia, Louisiana, Pennsylvania and Ohio if we can swing it. So those are really big states for recruits, and hell, we'll get some other guys along in there too. But there's a lot of really good places that you can recruit in this game. So the other part about it too is just making these things go right on up here. Get better, do better, win games. I mean, that's all it is. You win, and you improve the school you're at. So we're just gonna make that happen, make good stuff happen. I'll probably have another one tomorrow night, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna be doing this on the side of doing my online dynasty, so I'll just kind of do it here and there. But it'll be a fun little project for me whenever I'm not playing my online dynasty. So be looking for these, and yeah.